Looks like you hit it pretty well today. Everything we're hearing, Zander, just give us the feedback you're getting and how you think you performed.
I would say I did pretty good. There were definitely a few things that could have been a little better that I've been doing in the past, but with the weather, there's not much you can do about that. So going from 85-degree weather in Fort Myers to 20 here, it's a little different, but you got to make do with what you got. So I think I excelled in some of the other drills too. Once I came in here, caught all balls, no balls on the ground, didn't trip up an individual or anything too. So I think I definitely did pretty good for what we had today.
What were you looking to prove or accomplish today?
For me, just being my size, I think the agility, side to side was big. So with my L drill, the time was great on that. So that's one of the things I was focusing on. And then my 40, I was hoping to get, in the 4.4s, but I think I might have been around like a 4.53 with one of the scouts too. But taking into consideration the weather and everything too, just muscles getting tight out there, I think I was still pretty good. But other than that, I think everything else did pretty good. The vertical kind of hit my arm my second rep, and that messed me up a little bit. But definitely, I'm not one to settle, so I know I've done better in the past, so I wish I would have, but I'm happy with what I did today.
Just the process leading up to this, and everything that you went through to prepare for this, just kind of walk us through what was that like?
I had a great experience with it. I went down to Fort Myers to train at X3. They just moved down there from Nashville, so it was their first year down there as well. But I got a few buddies that play on the team too, live down there, so I had people to hang out with on my free time. But I'd go in there 8, usually be done around 3 every day. We'd be doing position work, 3 times a week. We had NFL people, like coaches come in that we have Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. So I was training with Tommy Bohannon, played for the Jaguars, been in the league for like 8 years. So he was a great guy, definitely gave us some knowledge and stuff that we needed to know for pro day and everything, just individual drills. But other than that, pretty much 3 months training, just the repetition. Trainers down there I thought were excellent, and there's a lot more than I thought there would be into running a 40 or the 5-10-5. It's just every step has got to be critical. So just the repetition and working over the time, I think definitely benefited. I think I improved speed and everything over those 3 months.
So Zander, where do you fit in at the next level? Are you a fullback? Are you running back? What are you hearing, and how do you think you'd be utilized?
I'm completely open to everything. Even coming in here, I came in as a walk-on, had to play special teams, fullback, and running back. So I'm used to being all over, but really depending on the team, I think it might be a little bit of fullback, a little bit of running back. I think for me, because I'm not a top pick, obviously, but special teams is going to be crucial. So if you want to, stay in the league for a lot more years, you're going to have to be on special teams and just be a reliable guy that can be versatile. And I think with me, I've definitely shown that. Even at the Shrine game, I had to play tight end a little bit too, just because people were injured. So just showing that I can, learn a different playbook, be versatile, and play whatever they need to be is going to be crucial. So honestly, I'm just open to anything. I'm just trying to make a team. That's the mindset I have.
You think you'll get drafted?
Benefit of the doubt, I think I will, but my thoughts and what scouts and teams want could be completely different. So we'll see how that goes. Just wait and see.
Are you hearing from a lot of teams? Do you have any workouts set up already?
As of now, I don't. I'm going to that Colts local pro day. I don't think I'll be doing anything there, more so just interviews. But as of now, it's just that. But my agent and stuff will be in contact with teams, so I should know more stuff in the next week or so.
So what's next for you? Do you just train up here? Do you train somewhere else?
I'll be down here. I think a lot more is going to be with conditioning and just getting back to what I was over the summer, and then more individual drills, and keep sticking with the fullback stuff too, because that's a possibility. So continue to just improve on that and coming here, keep a routine, coming in the morning rather than having more free time and not just staying at home doing nothing. So
are you glad you didn't go to Indiana to be a linebacker?
Yeah, I think it worked out pretty well. I thought about that, how it would have turned out, but I think it's pretty well the way I've been doing it now, so I'm happy with my choice.
And you healed up fine, looks like.
Yeah, there's no problems with that. I came back probably 75%, so there was still a little injury when I was coming back those first few weeks, but towards the end of the season there was absolutely nothing, and even now there's no pain at all.
Was it a bummer not to go to the combine?
A little bit, but I was kind of expecting that because I was on the edge the whole time whenever I called them. But, honestly, if you do got to here, you got just as good a shot anyway. So I think I excelled out here.
On the fullback part, do you think being in sort of that more spread offense, more passing-oriented offense has given you a bit more of a unique skill set compared to other like traditional fullbacks you'd be looking at?
Absolutely. I mean, just from film I've watched, most fullbacks, they're just straight up the middle, blocking people. Plus, they're usually around 245, 250. But I've kind of maintained that 229, 230 weight, and playing running back and fullback and just going out on routes, it's definitely, kind of set me apart, I think. Just showing that versatility that I can catch as well, and then open turn up field once you catch the ball and having to make moves.
I heard 31 reps on the bench. Someone said no running back had that many at the combine.
Yeah, I think it was 27 or something like that. So that was one of the things too I was trying to do is, in the past I've hit 29 a couple times, and my goal coming in today was to hit 30 at least. So 31 definitely exceeded what I had.
Coach Barclay out here, obviously, giving you some pointers throughout the workout and things like that. Just kind of things you talk about on a day as big as this for a player that, like you said, is kind of on the fringe and didn't get invited to the combine. Kind of things you're talking about out there and really focusing in on.
Yeah, I mean, I've been in touch with him the whole time I've been training too, just updating on times and everything. But one of the main things we were talking about is just like interview kind of stuff, what to say, but a lot of it was more so during the routes. I was just trying to show my versatility and go through our entire route tree. And there were a few routes that I did when I was training that we didn't run here when I was at Purdue. So throwing those into, if it's kind of more like a receiver route, I think it's going to benefit me. So we were just trying to get a broad range of routes. That way I had everything that they wanted to see.
When it comes to, I guess, selecting some of those routes that you run on your pro date, obviously you set aside some as you come in, but do you kind of throw some of those in on the fly just as you're kind of going through it a little bit?
Yeah, I think the script we had only had 5 routes, and I think I ended up doing 10. So It was more so just on the fly, talking with Barclay like I was doing and making sure I got everything, just going over it.